Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up bobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix that I take a photo now? For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Big up yourself, big up the whole metric community. Smash the likes on your way in. You know what, always here with a normal thing. We're out here giving you a little update with the Man United news within the last 23 hours. I'm going to wrap it all up in 10 minutes. No more, no less. So make sure you smash the likes. Let me know what you think in the comments and let's get it. So cool, we're going to kick it off here. The Newcastle boys. So there's talks coming out that we're looking at them. This is not the first time we've been reported to be looking at Gordon. We've been looking at him a few times now. And it's been from reliable people as well, like Ben Jacobs, etc. That spoke about us looking at Gordon. Obviously, we want someone for that left wing role. And obviously, Diamande and Gordon are on that list. Manchester United really like Gordon as well, because he can play as a number 9 as well. That's what he does for Newcastle. So we'll see what happens if anything else progresses, man. But Gordon's a good player. He's okay. I don't think he's the best player in the world, but he's definitely all right. I would prefer Diamande or Njai. They're obviously on that list as well, but we'll see. Tonali's there as well. We're very linked with him. We've been linked with him for a minute now since his agent came out basically saying that he's definitely going to leave this summer if they don't get Champions League, and it's seeming like they're not going to get any sort of Champions League, so he should be gone. Craig Hope, he's #1 journalist when it comes to Newcastle. So up north, he talks about Newcastle, Sunderland, etc. And he's basically come out and said Man United links Tonali is not planning to return to Italy, despite rumours linking him to Juventus, because there's been all these talks that he wants to go back to Italy. He doesn't want to stay in England, but they won't even be able to afford him. 80 million or whatever they're asking for. Italy ain't going to pay that. So he believes playing in the Premier League, Newcastle under Eddie Howe is better for his growth. I don't think that bit's believable. I think that's just a bit of PR, but he wants to stay in the Prem. So that's a little boost. That's a little good chat, because I wouldn't mind Tonali. Obviously, he's proper down the list. He's not up the top list. He's not in the main 3. We know who the main 3 are. Wharton, he's playing as we speak. Anderson, Believers, he's probably just under that. Another guy that we're looking at with the left wing role is Mane. And he's obviously young. He just broke through. He's only 18. We're looking at him, but us and Liverpool are saying, yo, you've gone mad if you think we're going to go out there and pay 50 million for him. Are you crazy? This geezer's just blown. He's just, I couldn't even tell you if he's played 15 games. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just come out. Rob Edwards came and changed his life. The manager before that left him in the academy. So, yeah, Wolves are determined to keep him. But Liverpool and Man United are both saying you've gone crazy like with these prices. I don't know who you think you are. Allow it type of thing. We're linked with this young boy, Kinte. We've been linked with him for a minute as well. Us and Chelsea. Chelsea usually beat us when it comes to the young boys. I'll be real. But he's 19. So he might just be ready to go through. You know what I'm saying? Kinte's name is, it's only going to be about £4 million. And apparently Man United currently hold an advantage, but we haven't submitted any sort of bid yet. But we're aggressively pursuing him. He's meant to be as fast as Van der Ven for a 19-year-old. So it sounds good, innit? But we'll see if anything else comes out from that. We'll see. Lamons, they done a little interview with him and they would ask him about the corners and how Arsenal's changed it. You know how it is. They didn't say Arsenal, but all these mad corners when he's getting surrounded in the box. He basically said it's like war in the 6-yard box, but I enjoy it. So he's saying he's calm with it. And yeah, I think he's broke the new record where he's the first goalkeeper to ever make 5 contacts in corners. The first contact 5 times in corners, which is a new record. No one's ever done that. You know, you asked the other 19 goalkeepers in the league, 18, I would say, because Ray is probably going to say yes, it's fine. You ask the other them, they're going to say, nah, we don't want this. We hate this situation. So it is where it is. So that's that anyway. We move on from that. Gary Neville, Scholes, I don't know what they're up to, mate. They're just so negative. It just doesn't make any sense. We don't know why. Obviously, he said this a minute ago when Sesko scored at Everton. He said, yeah, I don't think he's going to be the perfect striker. Like, you're still giving negative comments. So when they score, you disrespect them. When they don't score, you disrespect them. And when they're just not doing anything, you disrespect them. So it's never going to stop, is it? And obviously, he said in the past that basically not sending the pass. This is sources that's come out from Carrot and basically saying they don't even think that Sesko even knows what Neville said. He doesn't even care about football like that. He's barely on social media. He prefers to read books in his spare time and he watches a bit of basketball. So they're saying they don't even care. Like, he doesn't even care. But then you got my man, Scholes, doing the same foolishness, saying, you buy this lad from Belgium, how much did he cost? 20 million euros. It tells me he's not a top goalkeeper because of the price. Cherky was like 25 million pounds. So what? He's not a top player. Guy was 20 million pounds for City. They get these players on small fees, but the agent fees and everything else, it makes the whole thing big. But because they're not Man United, it's not going to go everywhere. Like Donnarumma, I think he was like 30 million pounds, but he's on like 200 something K. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But this geezer just talks rubbish and he tried to diss up Lamens. You should have went and got Donnarumma. Donnarumma is definitely better and he's more proven. He's won the Champions League, etc. But Lamens has come true, he's done his thing. What does the price got to do with it? You could have got him on a free and he's still this good. It is where it is, but this is them lot just doing what they do. I just find them very strange. We had this about this young boy, Vivell. Christopher Vivell has tracked Lucien Agumi since 2025 and sees the Sevilla man as the ideal midfield destroyer. With Casemiro set to leave and doubts over Ugarte, Agumi, valued at 30 million euros, is viewed as a bargain option. So obviously Agumi, we've been looking at him for a minute. There's been all the talks about him and Baleba and all of that in summer. It was like Baleba was going to be 100 million. This is before this season. And it was Agumi will be 30 million. That was the two they kept saying. Who they're going to go and get? Who should they get? Should we save our money? And then everyone's watching Agumi's comps. Agumi didn't look that good. He's okay. But Christopher Vivell, man, this is what he does. He gets these young, cheap players and maybe he becomes a 60 million player within the first season. Who knows? But as you can see, it's talking about Ugarte because we're getting two midfielders regardless. And then Ugarte might end up leaving as well. So that means we end up getting three midfielders. So, boy, you can't really complain, innit? Like I said, I'm just happy that we're getting linked with ballers left, right, and centre. We're not getting linked with no proper scrubs like Arnautovic and who's the other one that we was getting into, Rabiot and all of that. So I'm kind of happy. And then we had this about Roberto Martinez. So this geezer went on Monday Night Football, watched the Everton game in Man United, gave all the praise, bigged up Bruno Fernandes today in the overlap. And then now he's linked with a job. It's crazy. Man just doing a few interviews and then he's linked with a job. I don't really know too much about Roberto Martinez, to be honest. I think he manages, is it Portugal? Yeah, he manages Portugal. Let's have a look. So this is what he's dealing with. He's got 27 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses. Obviously, it's Portugal. They've got a super team over there. He had a 70% win rate at Belgium. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know too much about him to sit there and say, yeah, this guy's the guy or not. Obviously, he managed Wigan back in the day, Swansea. He's another option. Obviously, we got other manager stuff as well that's come out as well. As you can see, we're going to get into it. One, Nagelsmann. This is the big one. And this is all Christopher Vivell, man. Because Christopher Vivell and Nagelsmann are proper friends. So this is another Vivell influence. He says Julian Nagelsmann will be interested in a Premier League job and is expected to be available in the summer. Along with De Zerbi, he is expected to be on the Manchester United shortlist. I don't think De Zerbi's on that list anymore. He kind of done himself at Marseille. He was getting pammed 3-0 by Liverpool, 5-0. It was too mad. He got popped out of the Champions League out of the group stage. Like, you can't come out of the Champions League at the group stage. But Ben Jacobs came out. Ben Jacobs is very reliable, as you know. And he said Julian Nagelsmann is open to the job. De Zerbi will be there. Obviously, of course, he's going to be on the list. He was on the list before. So it is what it is. And then obviously it talks about Vivell. Look, Man United may sign a specialist right back or right wing back and a left winger who can also drop into left wing back positions if necessary. We don't play left wing backs no more. So he's gone a bit off topic with that, Ben Jacobs. What he basically means is a left winger that can drop back and defend as well. He's not going to drop into... You can't be a left winger, left wing back, if we don't play with 5 at the back or 3 at the back. So it won't happen like that. It will just be someone that's good at defending as well, type of thing. So we're not signing basically Vinicius Jr. is what you're basically telling us. You're someone that's going to be able to do a bit of everything. And that's someone like Semenyo, who we tried to sign. And then when it gets to the kit, merchandise, only Arsenal made more money than Liverpool, but only Manchester United generated more in the Premier League, 172 million euros. So that's our kit and our merchandise. You know, Man United, fans all over the world, we're just selling our normal procedures. So yeah, man, that's the news, my peoples, man. Smash the likes. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be here tomorrow, of course. Subscribe. Love.
Some celebs pull up loco. You know we are mess, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said,